evening, everyone. I'll be there in the back, just getting something to drink. For all those coming in, good evening, good evening. So, Cargo, good evening. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, guys. Welcome into all those that are here. I know Pete is still going on. Hopefully, maybe some of them will join us tonight. I hope everybody's doing good. I wish I could say I was, but I've got it. I don't know what I did to my right wrist, but my right wrist is killing me right now. It's hard to type, let alone hard to type and push buttons right now, let alone. But I hope everybody did get to join us last night to at least try to catch part of Yeehaw Bob. Oh, it was great. Well, we're going to go through that story. It was a crazy story, but it ended up on a good night. We got some good things out of it. Welcome in, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Good. Hope everybody's having a good night. Tamara, hello, hello. Oh, for you Disney fans, should have stuck around. You would have had a great time watching Yeehaw Bob when I got a front row seat with the Disney Baker last night. Welcome in, Samara. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, if anybody that came into the chat earlier in the night know I was sitting way in the back last night. But during the first break, when I went to go talk with Yeehaw Bob, because and I'll talk about that in a little bit. It has to do with the channel a little bit. So I talked with him. Chris the Disney Baker walked in, and as I went back to go to my table, Chris actually the baker. And if you haven't, I know you don't know who he is, Tamara. So Cargo, you probably know. You probably have seen Chris the Disney Baker around. I think, but he's one of our other Disney creators in the community. He's actually a cast. Yeah, he's actually a cast member, and he was working at the Magic Kingdom last night, and he came over to hang out with me last night. And when he got there, we actually got a front row seat for Yeehaw Bob. So we got, for the last two shows, we got front row seats to watch Yeehaw Bob last night. Yeah, Chris is a great guy. I'm so glad he got to come and hang out with us last night. Yeah, I'm glad, Jerry, I'm glad you got to come in when we were actually in the front seat. I think you came in after we got to move to the front table. It was quite good. Yeah, he really was. I mean, yesterday's trip was something else. It was quite a journey in itself just to get down to Orlando. I leave at 3:00, knowing I have more than enough time to get to Disney Springs, walk around Disney Springs, and still get over there and get a front row seat table. Well, wouldn't you know it, as I'm driving down 75, I'm going through Ocala. It takes me an hour and a half to get through there because traffic was so backed up because there was 4 accidents all within a mile of each other. People were nuts yesterday on I-75 going southbound. It's like watching Mike and Richard trying to figure out about the Muppets. Just kidding. I hope that they look like they did from what I saw. I didn't see any ambulances, so Cargo. So that was the good thing. Welcome in, guys, welcome in for you guys to see coming in. Thank you for joining us. Feel free to join in. But yeah, so Yeah, it was a journey. The journey in itself down there was, I mean, once my thing was once I got through those accidents, then everything was okay, and I got to Orlando and I got there, and it just the problem is now you can't go. There's certain resorts they won't let you parking in unless you got like reservations for dinner places. And obviously, there's no place in Port Orleans to do dinner reservations, but so you really can't park at Port Orleans anymore. So I had to go to I actually parked in the new. Oh, and we'll get into that story. There's more funny stories too. There's more stories. There's plenty of funny stories. So that was the first story. Getting down there in itself was just, oh my Lord of mercy, was in itself was a thing. And if any of my moderators are coming in and out and want to join, please let me know. Um, I can send the link. But yeah, so I got there. I mean, once I got through Ocala and got through those accidents, and like I said, it took miles beyond Ocala to get through those accidents. But because there were spots where there were spots in there that it got shut down to one lane. That's what the killer was. But once I got beyond the accident, then we could go back to 3 lanes, and I was able to put it into high gear. And unfortunately, I didn't get to the Rooster's Lounge, and that was the name of the restaurant where at Port Orleans where Yeehaw Bob performs. So, and hopefully everybody will go back and watch it. I would recommend maybe not watching the first hour. I would fast forward past that and yeah, the river. Yep, the River Roost Lounge. That's it. Yeah, there's the boat right there, but it was the River Roost Lounge. See, so cargo. Yeah, exactly. It's the lounge next to the boat right. But I actually had, here's the crazy thing. The last time I went there and I got the barbecue wings, I didn't have that same problem last night with the barbecue wings or you, so cargo. Let me know when you come down. I will personally make it my goal to get down there. So you let me know when you're coming on one of your Disney trips, and I will make sure my butt gets down there to Disney to see you. And we'll find some place to have lunch at the Springs. They still got the nachos. They still do got the nachos. But I'm falling in love with the spicy. I actually am falling in love with the spicy chicken and the Cajun fries. There. That's the crazy thing. So yeah, and it was fun. I mean, and then like I said, the Disney Baker was so up till then. Once I got into Disney Springs, it was just go through security, try to hop a boat over to Port Orleans, which that part was okay. So for the rest of the night it was good. Um, Come on. Man, this is not working too swift for me today. Making me work my right hand, and I can't too much tonight. So, so once I got there, it was good. But the only problem was I barely, I just got lucky to get like there's a carpeted area where you got like lounge type of seats and small tables. So I had to sit there at first, but then luckily some people, hey, Mandy Adams, welcome in. Good to see you. Um, but, you know, obviously, so once I did that, then I was able to get a table, but still, the view from where we were was pretty much obscure. That's why I'm saying if you need to go back and watch last night's stream, fast forward it past the first hour, because it was about, let me see, 9:30 to 9:40, 9:45 when we actually got a table up front for the second and the third show, and it was pretty good. But I will say it was a good trip because I had some good things happen in the process. We were able to help. Some people asked about the channels. I was able to give out a few business cards for my travel agency. And you're going to hear a little bit even more about Yeehaw Bob later in the show. But so, and honestly, is Samara still here? I'm telling you, if you've never seen him, Samara, and you're still here, you really need to check him out. Yeah, Bob has been at the Rooster Lounge for about 25 years, and he's just absolutely, absolutely fun to watch. Oh, you did? Oh, did you catch it all? Epcot Forever. Hello, welcome in, Jordan, on YouTube for free. Yeah. Oh, well, probably not mine because unless you watched after 9. Now, if you watched after 9 o'clock, you would have gotten to saw the good show. Anything before that, it was pretty much obscured. And even I will say, I will even greeting. Well, I'll tell you what, Epcot Forever, greetings from Lake City, Florida. Oh, are you from Palm Beach, Epcot Forever? Nice. Oh, that's awesome, Jordan. That's a nice area. Um, yeah, Palm Beach is a nice very area. Never been there, but I've had a lot of friends who have, and it's near Motel 7. I'm pretty sure they don't probably have no Motel 7s in Palm Beach. It's a pretty fancy neighborhood. But you're going to the beach in the morning and you're not in, well, not everybody's, listen, let me put it to you this way. I was a morning person last night because I actually did not get back from Orlando till 4 in the morning last night. And you guys will hear that story a little bit in the late. I'm sure you will, Samara. And if they listen, just tell them you know me, and you can fly there, Samara, to Florida. Yeah. But so oh, you're in the Jennifer Caruso territory. Okay. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I know they were down there somewhere. I didn't know. Oh, well, so Cargo's a Canadian, and she's able to. Yeah, but I do got some big things happening on the channel over the next few weeks, guys. Thanks, Canadians are going to. No, you Canadians are our good friends. We love you, Canadians. We love you. We love So Cargo. We love Jonathan Chong. We got a lot of good Canadian friends that are within the Disney community. We love y'all. Yeah, tell her I said hello too, Jordan. Yeah, we're not getting into politics. Exactly. Yeah, let's. Well, here's the thing. All I know is you can fly. You can fly to Florida. That's all I'll say. With that, though, you need to come down. But you all need to come down, and everybody needs to have fun. We all need to just take over. The Disney community just needs to oversweep Disney and take Disney World over, and we'll all have fun because there's a bunch of us in the area. We'll overrun them. But anyways, so yeah, I do you? Well, have a good. When do you fly out, Samara? I know it's fairly soon, right? Well, whenever you do fly, be safe and have a good trip. You have to stay up till midnight. Oh, good luck on that one. I got to go back to work on Monday morning, so I will be in bed April 26th. Okay, so you still got a little bit over a month before you going. Um, but yeah, if and like I said, if you have not seen Yeehaw Bob, the Yeehaw Bob show, and I know a lot of you were in the stream a few weeks ago. That actually was the first time I streamed Yeehaw Bob. It was the first time I actually got to sit down with Yeehaw Bob. And believe it or not, he did. And I do believe he actually and finished your autograph book. Sweet, nice, Samara, cool. So I did get to talk with him last night, and I'm actually surprised I am not seen nor heard from some people. There, boy, that's the best way to do it. That is so true, Epcot or Jordan. Oh, so you run after the characters, man. Poor characters. And there you go. Well, that's the only way to do it, Samara. That's the only way to do it. But anyway, so yeah, the show is great, man. I don't care how many times you see his show, it is so Cargo. So sorry to hear that. Womp womp. Well, none of us are getting younger. Well, except maybe me. I tend to get younger, but And if anybody believes that one, uh, I'll tell you another story to go along with it. And I can't believe they're still going. They're 2 hours strong over on that. See you in the deep blue. Have a good night's sleep, Jordan. But yeah, oh, so this to Chris to Disney Baker. So he finally showed up. Boy, I'm glad he showed up when he did, because then I was able to hand him the stream, let him take care of the stream for a little bit while I took care of my bill and all that. So, John, would you like to come on? I can send you the link if you would like to come on. Mickey paid for me? Okay. Nah, I wish he did, but he didn't. It'd be nice if he had paid for me. It would have saved me on some money. Because then, you guys the story gets better here in a little bit. So we had a good time. We actually were talking to some people around us. I actually was talking with a lady in the back area for a while, and I was able to, like I said, I actually had a good night. And you know what? If it hadn't happened the way it was, I wouldn't have been. Oh, is that Mickey? Okay, well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing, Samara. I know that I was able to give away a few business cards, so I actually got to talk to some people about my business, and I actually talked to them about, my Disney YouTube channel and things like that. And I know the same thing happened after Chris got here, and we were sitting there in the front streaming, and of course, obviously, yeah, Bob remembered me. So we were actually, so we got, and I got this last night. So see, there you go. Yeah, Bob. And I can't lose this one because I don't know. It's got his email. Now, here's the kicker. We had a good show. Now, anybody that knows that has gone to Disney Springs, I always thought the buses ran to like 12:30 to 1 o'clock. Well, they do, but they just don't go to Disney Springs after 11:30. So I actually got stuck at Port Orleans last night, guys. Stuck, legitimately. I mean, my car's parked over in the Coconut lot. The third one that the big parking structures that they build is the lime, the orange, and then there's the one that they build across from. If you've been down Lake Buena Vista, as you're going towards 534. No, I actually, Samara, I ended up using an Uber. If you see me holding my wrist, guys, it's because it's throbbing. So if you see me do this once in a while, it is actually throbbing right now, and it's actually hurting up. It's starting to hurt up a little bit up my right arm right now. Getting a little worried, but that's okay. And oh no, it gets funny. So I get the Uber. I had to wait about 30 minutes for it to get there to come pick me up. So that's not the big problem. The big problem was, nah, I don't want to. I'm rusting the arm, but I'm. Is John still in here? John needs to get his butt in here and come hang out with me. So it's a lot easier to talk with friends that can come hang out. But that's okay. I know Pete's still going on right now. So once I get to Uber, here's the crazy thing. When I put in the drop-off position, would you like to come on in, John? I'll send you the link real quick if you'd like. So as I put in the drop-off in, I couldn't remember what that third parking lot section was called. Well, I put it in the orange. Guess, which one of you guys can guess where I was parked at? Hey, John, I just sent you the link. Samara's lost. You don't know which you don't know about which one's on. If you've been to Disney Springs, Samara, they have 3 parking structures that you can park at. You've got the orange, you've got the lime, and then the newest one that they built a few years ago is called Coconut. Okay, John, it's in there. It's in the chat between me and you on IG. I was parked in the Coconut, and I actually had them drop me off at the orange. And I'll tell you what, they keep Disney Springs locked up. They won't let you through there after it's closed. They got all entrances blocked off, and security blocks it, so you can't go through Disney Springs. So now, anybody knows where the Cirque du Soleil is on Disney Springs, you know that's where so as close as he could get to the orange parking lot, he had to drop me off in the no, it wasn't, not at the hotel. It was at the Coconut. It was at the Coconut parking lot garage, which is the one where you got the overwalks. Now they built the overwalks from the Coconut garage all the way over to Disney Springs so that you don't have to cross Lake Buena Vista as a pedestrian. So it's like I got arrested. It did get arrested. It got arrested until I got to it about 1:30 in the morning. That's the crazy thing of it. But anyway, so I'm having to go over here. I'm walking, trying to find a way in to cut through Disney Springs to get to the part where you could go up the walkovers and go across and get to the Coconut Garage. Well, you can't get through Disney Springs after 11:30 because it closes at 11:30 on Fridays and Saturdays. I was about to have a heart attack last night, Samara. I'm like, are you kidding me? I couldn't even believe that. So now I know how to plan it next time. If I do it, I'm making sure I get a room at my next time I do it. My tail's getting a room at Port Orleans for the night. That way I'll go down there, check in on Port Orleans, and then when I'm done with the show, I can go back to the room and check out the next day. I am not commando. I am not Commando. Oh, Pete McDevitt. Will he not ever let that go? Puddles at the theme park. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Pete McDevitt Raid. I'm glad you guys are. You guys just came in. Oh, I knew that was coming in. I don't even. I'm trying to figure out where my head is right now with all this laughter. Brett O'Malley, welcome in. Annie Coog, welcome in. Paul Engel, welcome in, buddy. Janice Disney, welcome in. No, it's okay. Do it. I'm laughing. I'm having fun, guys. It's you guys are about to bouncing journey. Hello, Mike Beachman. Hello. Nah, I'm going to look. If he wants me to go to Commando, I will go. I will go Commando. I was just about to threat to go Commando since everybody seems to think. With your jump hanging out everywhere. Nothing. I was talking about telling them about my crazy night last night at Disney Springs. No, she just said no in big letters. No, she's over here. She's over here. She just came in. Oh, Doug has a beaver? I don't know about. I don't know. I don't know if I want to know about the beaver. With all of his stuff showing out, he had a bat in his hand. He was trying to fight off a Spider-Man that was climbing in the house, and there was a kid she was making out with outside the door. Wow, that's a lot going on. I'm glad. I'm thinking maybe I'm kind of glad I had to go get ready for my show. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with my stuff. How you doing, buddy? All the transvestite beavers, and there was a guinea pig that somebody ate. Jonathan Chong was, dancing at a stripper bar up in Canada. It was great. Wow, that's a lot going on there. Absolutely. So, all right, well, go back to your stream and do your stuff. Doug also wore a coconut bra. You think you can fit into a coconut bra? I don't think I'm not sure I want to see him in a coconut bra. I'm not, never mind. I ain't saying a word. No. No, I did not. Oh, Lord. I can see what Wednesday night's going to be when I'm on his show. No, I don't do that. I don't do Speedos now. I haven't been to a Japanese whatever. I gotta go. I gotta figure out what's going on. Have a good night. But anyways, let's see. Now let me finish welcoming everybody in. Oh no. Oh boy, I can already see Wednesday night, Doug. Anyways, listen, Dia, for you. Oh, where was I? Listen, Neil Disney. Miss Debbie, are you up to coming on? I need some people to come on. I know John's going to join me here in a little bit. Any of my mods, if you want to join me on stream, I can send a link into the mod chat for you mods that would like to come join me. Let's see. Debbie Bernfeld, welcome in. Jonathan, good to see you, buddy. Molly, it's always good to see our favorite Molly. Doug, it's good to see you. Jason, hey, buddy, welcome in. Spaceship Airs, welcome to see you. Welcome in. Kay will be. Hello, Amy AGC Magic. Hello. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Y'all come in and you caught me off guard. Oh, boy. What I was trying to for you guys that came in, I was just telling them some of the crazy things that happened last night. Oh, are you in the studio? Okay. We got John in the studio, guys. And we got John. No problem, Jill. Good to see you. Okay, Gab. You know what? For any mods that would like to come in, I'm gonna put it in the mod chat. So give me a second. Hey, John, what's up, buddy?
Hey.
Oh, they kind of threw me off my thinking there for a minute. 1 minute, and next thing I know, I'm hearing about coconut brawls and whatever. I don't know what happened at the end of the show because I was over here getting ready for my show, and I'm hearing coconut brawls and everything else, and I'm going commando. I am not commando. Okay, I want you to know I got pants on.
No,
guys.
we don't want to see. We don't want to see.
I'm just saying.
No, Doug's wearing a coconut bra.
That's what I hear. No, but I was telling them last night when I went to, obviously anybody that caught the rest of first, my drive down there was crazy. I got caught in all within a mile, there was 4 accidents. All within a mile. All could tell me how crazy that is when you have one accident on top of another, all within a mile. It backed up traffic. I was in between Ocala and somewhere down in just going into the county below that. And
that's what, Route 75?
Yeah, 75. So that took me an hour and a half. I didn't get to Disney Springs. I was going to be the Disney Springs by 5:36. I didn't get to Disney Springs until 6 to 7:30 or 7, almost 7:30. And I might make better timing somehow driving to Fort Lauderdale. So as I'm doing it, I get there. Okay, that's all good. I get there. And I knew what was going to happen. I knew I was going to end up in the back, like in the carpet area. Anybody that's ever been, how many of you guys in the chat have actually been to the River Rooster Lounge at Port Orleans? That's where Yeehaw Bob is. So I ended up back there. So I encourage you, if you like to watch Yeehaw Bob, check out last night's streams. Just fast forward past the first hour because you don't get to see much because I'm way in the back. But on the other hand, some good came out of it because I got to talk to Yeehaw Bob. I was able to give a few business cards away. I was able to, talk to some people about my YouTube channel. And then Chris the Disney Baker came in and he was able to take over the streams while I was talking to Yeehaw Bob. So the rest of the night, and then Chris, somehow magically, he gets us the table at the front of the thing. The people had left, and he scored us the table right in front of Yeehaw Bob. So the rest of the show went good. Well, and some of you guys, and some of this is a repeat for some of you guys. After the show, I'm thinking the buses run till like 12:30 to Disney Springs. No, they don't go past 11:30 at Disney Springs. So now I'm stuck at Port Orleans. And my car's parked over at the Coconut Garage. And I will remember that garage because I can never remember it all long until I finally realized. Until after last night, it was driven into my head.
Wow.
So then I'm having to call, which wasn't so bad. I called an Uber, got there a half an hour later, get there. Okay, so it's not so bad. I get there by 1:45. But now, anybody after 11:30 on Fridays and Saturdays after it closes, they block all of Disney Springs off. You can't even get into Disney Springs. So now I'm over where the land parking lot is by Cirque du Soleil, and and the Coconut Garage is way over where the Speedway is over there on Lake Buena Vista. So now that's a little bit of a walk. So I worked with the, Disney security. They were great. They helped me. They showed me the way to get around. And then they did go into Disney Springs to get around Ghirardelli's to get up to the bridge and get up to get across to get to there. So, but now here's the kicker. I didn't get over there till almost 1:30. I actually did not get home until 4 a.m. this morning. So that was the whole ranchalan on that. But it was a good show. But now here's the good thing, guys. You guys will be on a Monday night show. I don't know if Pete'll help push it out. I ended up walking from that side all the way to the Coconut Garage, Katie. I was afraid I almost had to walk from Port Orleans to Disney Springs. And that would have been one heck of a walk. So at least I was able to get an Uber and go over there. Katie, I got some favors to ask you. I got some people coming on the channel that I need some great thumbnails. And since Katie's in here, hopefully she might be able to. If you get time, if you can't, let me know. I'll try to do them, but I love the way you look at it. One, on the 31st, guys, I got John Spaceship Ears coming on the channel. So John Spaceship Ears is going to join me on the 31st. I am waiting to hear from Dean from the Live Place to be coming on a Monday night show. And here's the kicker, guys. We all know I'm a small channel. Small channels very rarely get to hit big marks. Well, Yeehaw Bob has said he will come on my channel on a Monday night show. So we will be having Yeehaw Bob somewhere down in the future. And I just have to coordinate it. I'm going to send him an email tomorrow. So, yep. So I will be having that. To me, that is a big mark for this channel for getting Yeehaw Bob.
Yeah.
And there's our good friend Mama D. Hello, Mama D. How are you?
Hello.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard the news, but we're going to be having Yeehaw Bob on the channel. I don't know when. I had to coordinate it with him yet. I got an email, but he did say, yeah, to me, that's a big score for this channel, considering where I'm at. And we've had a lot of good things happen, but this is probably one of the biggest things.
Very good.
So those are some of the thumbnails I'll need, Katie, as soon as like I said, I know John Spaceship Ears. He's going to be on the channel on Monday, the March 31st. I'm working with Dean, the Live Place. I have to confirm with him. We got Debbie on. Well, that's true. But, I still kind of like to get Yeehaw Bob. We always want Mama D on. I need somebody to keep, she's got to keep John in line. She's got to keep Richard in line and Mike in line. I mean, I've got my angel halo going on me right now. Look at that bright light from my halo. I mean,
Not this, John. I'm not the one talking about Commando all the time.
Hey, I'm trying to figure out where Pete got all this whole Commando thing going.
He's listening.
I know.
It's not for me, that's for sure.
I know.
He's got people out there.
And then, of course, I do want to remind everybody, don't forget, Wednesday, if you really want to see some shenanigans, I'll be hanging out with Doug on, if you guys could put the link into Doug's channel, mods, I'll be hanging out with Doug on Wednesday. And I believe
That's
Yep,
good. That's scary.
this-
That's very
What?
scary.
what? Me and Doug are just going to have fun.
That's what I mean. It's very scary.
I'll try to watch it if you can get me away from the crap table on Wednesday.
Oh, that's right. When do you guys leave, John?
We leave tomorrow.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Well, have a good,
tomorrow.
safe trip, buddy.
Yeah, we'll be back
Debbie
Friday.
Turner, good to see you. Good to see you, Debbie Turner. It's always good. Man, I love this kind of good. I tried to pull it back because I didn't know how late Pete was going, so I started. This is about 11. So,
I'm not going to stay too long either, but kind of tell.
no, but that's all the good things that. It was a good trip last night. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. Don't forget, guys. For anybody watching or who may be new to the channel, because I don't know, Samantha. There's our good friend Samantha Lowe. Hey, Samantha, guys, can we start off? And this is a direct order. Put your own link in. Put Paul's link in. Put Samantha Lowe's link in. Put Pete's link in. We need some links in here, guys. Put Amy's AGC Magic TV's link in there, guys. Go catch her. We got a lot of links we need to be putting in here. Let's support these guys. There are a lot of good creators that going on.
You have Dean on this week, the live place?
Not this week. Dean has got to let me know he couldn't do it this week. And John confirmed I was going to try for the 31st or the 7th with Dean, but John confirmed with me first. So I've got to wait till I've got to reach out to him tomorrow. And
I was just wondering, so I won't miss it.
I'm going to be, wow. If Katie can't do it, I am going to be making some. No. You're fine. I'll just give him another Monday night. Because he couldn't do this Monday night because of he had something going on. So I think is that what it was? Right. Oh yes. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Debbie, for putting Paul in there. And he knows he's allowed to put his own link in there because I keep telling him. He's got authorization. I want to support all our creators. Did we get Samantha's in there? Poor Debbie's busy. How are you feeling, Debbie? Seriously, are you?
Yeah, she looks good. It looks. Yeah.
I have makeup on, so I don't look half dead.
No.
Oh, you can put makeup on me and I'd still look half dead. I'm already looking half dead. So what else is new?
Yeah, that's me, Doug.
Yeah, it's Debbie. Well, I overrule the unwritten rules on this channel. Put your link in there. I appreciate that you don't want to do it, but we want to help push you out. Look, I'm going to say this. I'll say it once and I'll say it again. When I first started, Jesse, Josh, and Pete were my biggest supporters when I first started. They taught me the right way to do it. I actually thought I would have ended up getting into the sub for subs, but Pete sat and took time and talked with me, and now I've learned a lot from. Oh, it's Doug. Hey, Doug.
Dave, let me get something straight. Did you say you want to see me covered in baby oil wearing a coconut bra?
I did not. Pete was getting me twisted. Oh Lord, I can see what I have a funny feeling we're gonna have a great time on Wednesday. Oh no, here comes Pete. Hold on.
I'm scared.
Here we go.
Oh, hello, Pete. Now I'm putting us all on now it's a conference call. Now we can all argue all together. I put the calls together so I can talk to you both at the same time. Conference call. Okay, who is Jennifer? Oh, here comes Molly. Hold on. Hello, Molly. Now we got Molly. Now we got Molly, Pete, and Doug on the phone. Yep, Molly's on the phone. Hi, Molly. Hi, Jen.
Hello. Don't kiss up to her. Secondly, if her mother hears this, we're all in trouble.
Because I weigh the most.
No, hey, Pete, I do got one thing to ask you, seriously. And I'm being serious for a minute. Did you hear the announcement I made about Yeehaw Bob? He actually agreed. He's going to come on one of my Monday night shows.
Thanks for you, buddy.
So, yeah.
Dave, I can't even get him on my show.
You, Dave. Make sure you do it right.
Well, I would like to get with you and see if when you get time and I can get them scheduled, I'd like to sit down and talk with you and Molly on how I should proceed with that, because I really do want do a good job with that. I'm hoping Debbie did not hear that.
What? I missed it.
Sit up higher in her chair. She's like, you can see half of her face.
Hey, Doug said you need to sit up higher in the chair because we can only see half your face, Debbie.
John, hear me?
Hey, John. Pete said, can you hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him. Go ahead, Pete.
John, do me a favor. When you get out there, put 200 on black.
All right.
If I lose, Debbie.
What? What about me?
Oh, no.
You
Now
got
my
Pete, you got
cousin's
Pete's
calling.
action covered, he said.
I have a feeling my cousin's calling me in a minute. Yeah, my cousin, the one that, oh boy, I gotta be careful how I say this. The one that moved in to help me take care of my dad before my dad passed away. We were going to take over the house before it got destroyed by the hurricane. That's who he's calling. I said that right.
WQP for the 200.
Yeah, we're still trying to wait on getting our money from the probate. That's talking about crazy things. Oh, Debbie. Yep. Oh, Debbie? Did you see what Paul put? He said you can cover the $200 for Pete.
I missed it. What am I covering?
You covering a bet.
Yeah, are you covering bets now, Debbie? Okay, guys. Apparently,
What bet? I didn't hear the bet. What's the bet?
Hey, hold on one second.
what's up?
What bet are you
Yes.
talking about?
How you doing? I'm good. How are you? Feeling pretty good. Doug, how you doing?
Fantastic.
What do you guys up to?
Sitting here talking. I'm trying to convince Dave to let me wear coconut bra.
Definitely happened.
It's your show, Doug. It's not my.
Well, he doesn't have coconut bras, but he does not have a beaver.
I just kind of felt like a decent FOMO because you guys were all like,
call, having a party, and I was missing out. So I needed to call it. John, what are you up to later tonight? Did John hear us?
John, did you hear that? He just
Why am I up this late?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get used to Vegas time.
What, John? What, he said, years? What did I say? I'm not.
well, everybody says everybody wants you to cover everybody's bet, Debbie.
No.
We're saying you're going to cover everybody's bet in Las Vegas, and we're going to let John put all the bets.
I said, Doug
Hold on,
has.
I've got a question for Debbie. Does Debbie know anything about transvestite guinea pigs?
I plead the fifth.
Neil, I wish I knew what the heck was going on. I just lost control of the show a while ago.
I plead the fifth.
But it's fun.
Yeah, it's going everywhere.
All right, look,
I
I gotta
just
go. I
said-
gotta go find all this mayonnaise Doug wants me to bring.
Mayonnaise.
All right. See ya. I'm gonna go look first. I think Elvis. Bye.
Yeah.
Good night, Pete.
Yeah, Joe, I'm looking forward to it.
So, great night, everybody.
Have a good night, Doug. Are you going to hang around, Jen? You going to hang around, Jen?
Well, what I can say is I prefer frosting.
I'm with Jen on that.
Or Jen needs to. Well, I'm always controlling my shows, just not tonight.
Dave is never can control anything. No, he's never the angel. He's not the angel as he claims. I
What?
love you, Dave.
Control. Hold on. All right. You know what? I got to make a call because my cousin caught seriously. That's the one, and I don't know what he's needing. We're going to take a small commercial break, guys. And we will, if John and Debbie, if you guys will hang back for a minute, we'll come back in a minute.
Sure.
Whether it's luxury or fun in the sun, Dave's got the tips to make your cruise number one. Tune in, sit back, let's plan your stay on Cantrell Country's Travel Way. It's Cantrell Country's Travel Way, setting sail on adventure every day. From island south to ocean blue, we got your cruising covered through and through. Pack your bags and set your sights. We're cruising seas and booking flights from the ports to the waves where dreams come alive. Dave Cantrell is here to guide your ride. It's Cantrell Country's Travel Way, setting sail on adventure every day. From island stops to ocean blue, we've got your cruising covered through and through.
Guys, I'm back. No, I can't get it. I'll try to call him tomorrow. Anyways, guys, yes. Well, I'll tell you, you never know about these Saturday night shows. They just get better and better. Yeah, so if you guys are looking to travel, guys, just reach out to me. Through the email, through the thing. Working on trying to get some things done, but it just is not. Yeah, a lot of things are crazy right now. Anyway, so I want to get back to this betting thing. So how are you going to cover all our bets, Deb?
I guess I
If so, then we all better give all our bets to John, and he can play them for us.
What am I betting on? Because I missed all that.
I guess I got to open a Venmo account.
I have no clue what you're talking about. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you. What am I betting on?
It started with, let's see, I got to go back to, and by the way, Paul, tell Stephanie, Paul, did the Liberty Flames win tonight? Or yesterday. Actually, wait. Yesterday was it? Yesterday they played, or I don't know.
What
Did the
am I?
Flames win? That's all I want to know.
What am I in trouble with, Neil? What did I do? I didn't do nothing.
Well, he's probably thinking that you're hanging around us in the middle of all this and that. Jill caught on. Somebody asked about something about his Debbie. Somebody, and I can't remember who it was, asked if Debbie was going to cover Pete's bet. Is what started it.
Pete wanted to put $200 down a roulette bet.
And then somebody asked, is Debbie going to cover Pete's bet, $200 bet?
I guess I could.
No. No, you don't.
If everybody wants me to, well, if everybody's saying that I'm going to, I guess I will then.
Paul admitted it was him that asked that.
That's why I play music. I stay in trouble.
You know what? I need to get Neil on the show.
Neil, I think you do some things that you get yourself in trouble that are behind the scenes. I don't doubt that.
What?
Debbie, you got a bookie?
Hold on. Let me look.
Got a
Hold on.
bookie? No.
I'm looking
Well,
him
she
up.
needs the book. Hold on. If she needs the bookie. Here you go, Debbie. I'm your bookie. Okay. I can now be the bookie.
They run to Disney.
Oh, actually, Neil's another one I need to reach out and bring on the show too. He does a good job.
Secrets. All my secrets are coming out. No.
Oh, South Cargo said you got to save the $200 for your girls' trip.
That's right, South
There you
Cargo.
go.
That's right. That's
There you
right.
go.
That's right.
You know what? I don't mind being the mobster. At least the mobster is good. Hey, I look good for a mobster.
Yeah, like
Sure,
Mickey
can you
Spillane.
say?
You look like Mickey Spillane. You don't get mobster there.
You gotta. You just gotta go with the flow. I'll bring up my 9 pieces of silver. Oh, I don't know. I gotta figure out where this show went crazy.
I'm trying to.
It was people. It was.
Trying to figure out why I accepted to come on tonight.
Just gotta
Oh,
keep
because
Dave
you because. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on, Jill. I want to know where.
Yes, you sure can stir up the mob,
I
Dave.
did not stir up this chat tonight. I was just. John, did I do anything tonight to stir it up? I was just sitting here talking about what last night was going on.
That's the look for you go into and Pete's meetup is wearing the hat and the glasses, the sunglasses that cover your eyes. You got your look for Saturday night.
I got a
Yeah,
question.
well,
Dave.
you know, I might have to start carrying my piece.
Dave, I got a question for you. Why don't you just drive to Riverside, New Orleans?
Because I tried that the last time I did that, and they won't let anybody park unless you're staying at the resort.
Ah, okay.
It's different. Like if you go into Boardwalk, a lot of resorts are keeping from everybody from parking there so that they can have parking for their guests. Unless you got like if you go to a resort where there's a restaurant and you got to make reservations. Now, if you get reservations, you can go in and park. But other than that, no. I pretty much had to. because I tried that. Well, what did I go back in there? Was it February when I went to go see Bob? And I tried it then and I couldn't. So I had to go park it.
Mm.
I didn't even try this time because I figured they would say the same thing.
But you're going in a restaurant to see him, so you'd think,
You would think, but yeah, they really are.
And parking
They sure do, Neil. They sure do now.
at downtown Disney, you don't pay nothing, right?
No,
Free.
you just use you use one of the 3 parking garages: the orange, the lime, or the coconut.
Yeah. Well, last time I was
Sometimes
there,
it'll be coconuts, all right.
last time I was in Disney, it was Holly, what was it? Not downtown Disney. It was Disney Springs. Right? Now, I know now they have the parking garages and everything, and
now with the security, you have to go through security at certain points, and it's like,
yeah. Well, it's been a while since I've been there. They had Disney Quest last time I was there.
well, the thing about that is, Neil, I tried it the last time. Now, maybe I could have last night, and it would have saved me. But the last time I actually tried to park there to go see Yeehaw Bob, they said since I wasn't a guest, I needed to go park at Disney Springs.
Mm.
I agree, Paul. I agree.
I mean, I understand to
Yeah.
a certain degree why the hotels, the resorts want it for their guests. I get that. But Paul's right. They need to extend
Uh-oh.
it so people can.
Now I'm not sure I want to bring this troublemaker in because Debbie, you better be ready to control this troublemaker.
Oh no.
The biggest troublemaker of all time, and it's not me. Hey.
Jonathan.
Hey,
Mr.
Jonathan, what's up, buddy?
Good.
Yeah, I
What's up,
just don't understand. I don't understand either, especially if you're going to see Yeehaw Bob. But
Yeah, you would think.
Really?
You get something like maybe a pass when you go in, and then you could just sign it off.
Right.
Kind of.
Right.
could it
Yeah,
be?
Like a
Well, you know
voucher.
what?
Yeah.
Neil, could it be could it be that if you go on a certain night? Because usually when I go there, it's either a Friday or Saturday night. Could it be because I go on one of those nights? Because I know, what is he? He's there. What is he? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I know he's there at least Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Mm.
AB. Hey, welcome in, AB.
Hi, AB. Hi, John. God, there's too
Hey.
many Johns in
Hey,
here.
John, what's up, man?
John. There's a lot of Johns here.
A lot of Johns.
Yes. A lot of people.
Joy in my family.
Hey,
We got Johns everywhere.
yeah, we got a bunch of it, but you know what? We got a lot of people, a lot of our good friends from Canada in the house too, which is great. Yeah, I think that's what it is. But well, you know what? I've actually fallen. Have you ever tried their barbecue? Have you tried their barbecue wings at the River Rooster, Neil? Because you want to hear something crazy, Debbie? When I had that, you remember when I did the stream, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I did Yeehaw Bob?
Yes.
And it actually was causing my mouth to be a 4-flame. Would you believe last night it didn't?
Really?
I don't know if they went light on the spike, but it didn't bug me as much last night.
No,
You got the same dish?
that's
I had
good.
the same dish. Yeah, I had
good.
the
Interesting.
spicy. I had the spicy barbecue. I had the spicy barbecue wings and the Cajun fries.
Maybe it wasn't as spicy, or maybe your stomach just got used to it. Possible.
Who knows?
Oh, God, yeah. I'm not sure if he does that. What's up, Jonathan? How are you, buddy?
Good. Just trying to pull up YouTube so I can see the chat, but it's not loading. But anyways, yeah, I've been doing good. Other than a bunch of doctor's appointments and just the usual, you know, everybody has to
Yeah.
go through that stuff. So, had my annual heart test. I'll get my
How did
results
that go?
next week.
You know what? I wouldn't doubt it, Jill. I wouldn't doubt it. Anyways, you were saying, Jonathan. Sorry about that.
Oh, I was just saying I had my annual heart test, but everybody goes through that kind of stuff. Especially if I'm not like super diabetic, but like I'm kind of considered it. I'm borderline, so it's required for me to do it annually. So, I had that done. So, I'll
Okay.
find out the results next
Yeah.
week.
Well,
I mean,
apparently, John. Apparently, so considering what I'm hearing from you all, like I said, I had to leave at 10:30 because I knew I had to prepare for this stream. Kevin Thiem Parker Venture, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you.
Hi, Kevin.
Hey, Kevin, what's up, buddy?
I mean, all I know is that when I left, everything was normal. And then all of a sudden, y'all are starting to come in and say, some of us are going commando and coconut bras. And
No, just you go commando.
Yeah.
Hey,
This is
I wasn't saying who went commando. I just was talking about going commando. Say who. And I ain't going commando because I got pants on. I won't say I didn't go commando earlier, but
That's not commando.
Oh my goodness.
no, I was commando earlier, but you know, you got to keep some reservation when you're doing a stream.
Yeah,
I
TMI,
don't need
right?
to know that, Dave.
Yeah, TMI.
We were already talking about commandos. Hello, Gloria.
Hi,
Debbie's
Gloria.
making me nervous about this meetup. You know, we're rubbing together.
Nah, you're perfectly safe, John. I only listen. 99% of the time, I'm usually listen. 100% of the time, I'm wearing clothes. Trust me.
You're not
Good
wrong.
luck, John. That's all I'm gonna say. Good luck. You're on your own with that one.
Trust me, you're
You're not
safe.
wrong.
You're safe.
No drinking. I got to be on my A game.
You will be okay. Trust me.
Just know that Mama D is watching.
I'm only busting. I trust you.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
We
I'm
need
a
to
big
plot.
boy and myself.
You need to distract Debbie so I can get that list from her.
I thought you said
A list?
Yeah, whatever list she keeps saying.
Debbie's
I don't know what. I don't know. It just something about a
Is it
list.
the
I
naughty
guess
list?
maybe about the trash can being bigger than her. I have no idea.
Dave, watch where you're going. You're gonna get an earful from her.
Oh gosh.
I don't know, Paul.
I don't know.
Debbie's been threatening me over several streams about wait till I get up there.
So, I sent you a picture of this in the mod chat last time.
What is that? Oh, the gimbal. Yeah, I saw that.
I got this in Canada. Well, in Toronto, we have a place called Value Village. It's kind of like Salvation Army, where it's like a thrift shop. People donate things.
Yeah,
A lot of
I've
it goes
had
to
that
charity.
gimbal.
The money goes to charity. I got this for $8, and it's like brand new.
Mm.
A version 3 of the
No,
DJI.
well, that's good
Works.
if you can get the cords for it.
No, the cord's just a regular charging cord. I use my phone cord to charge it. It works. I haven't logged into the app to test it fully, but the buttons and everything works. All the functions on this end work, so I assume it's
You know,
gonna
I had that one. I could never figure out how. I had to get rid of it because I couldn't figure out how to work it. So I sold it to
Well,
somebody.
I looked on the forum. It's like $80 used. I'm like, I got mine for like $8 Canadian.
That gimbal right there, you can actually get. What did I pay for mine when I got it? I think I
mean, they're on
actually
they're on
paid.
sticks now,
I
but
think I only paid about $69 to $80 for my gimbal.
Yeah.
On that one.
but it's a DJI gimbal, so I can't complain. So it's like whatever. That's a steal of an $8. Steal of
Yeah, there's value villages. You know, value villages. There's a few of them around. I know there's none that I'm aware of down here in Florida, but I know where I used to live in Michigan. There are was a few Value Villages.
Oh, so you guys have them in the States too then?
Yes,
It must be a U.S. company then, I wonder.
it might be because it's a good gimbal. Jonathan, I'm glad it's working for you. That's good.
I mean, like, I wouldn't buy a gimbal straight out. I thought about it, but like at $150 for a decent gimbal, it's like, I don't stream enough. I just do things on the fly when I happen to be out. So I got one for $8 and now I'll just keep it around me. So when I need it, it's there. Right. I'll figure out how to use it. So
Yeah, you got that for $8. You got a darn steal on it.
yeah.
Major darn steal.
Well, that's me. I'm always finding things in the.
So I gotta ask, John, how many of the slots are you gonna hit, or are you one of those the tables people when you go to?
I do a little bit of both.
Oh, do you do both? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
you
wife-
stick to the pennies or the nickels, right, on the slots, right?
Yeah, just penny. We just go to have fun. It's for us, it's entertainment. We're meeting friends out there too, so we'll be hanging out with them. You know, a couple of places we're gonna go eat. You know, nice places.
So you don't gamble regularly then? You just.
Oh
with
yeah.
friends you're going.
No,
Oh,
I
you do
gamble.
regularly?
Yeah, I live by Atlantic City, so
There you go.
I'm there like maybe once a month. We used to go when I was working. When I had the kids and everything.
He don't do slots too mindless for him.
Now that all the kids are grown up and gone, and it's just me and my wife, we go more.
Oh, yeah.
retired.
Okay.
You're like Carlos then.
And John
Carlos goes
faked
all the
it.
time.
Well, Carlos still works. I'm retired, so
That's because he keeps losing. He needs to keep up.
Yeah.
With the bills.
yeah. And I keep busy. I play a lot of golf, fish, stuff like that. So
Oh, you golf. I didn't know. I knew you fish. I didn't know you golf.
I play golf a lot. Yeah.
John says he don't play the slots. They're too mindless for him.
Actually, in 6 weeks we're playing Pinehurst, North Carolina, which is like some of the top courses in the country.
Oh, yeah, Pinehurst.
I've golfed in the
Tobacco
past,
Road.
but I haven't
Not a golf,
golfed.
but I've heard some of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, I play a lot. Play in 2 leagues, and it's fun.
I was jealous of Steve going to Bay Hill.
Yeah,
Yeah, the tournament. He's like, "Oh, I'm just
Yeah,
going to Bay
that's,
Hill." I'm like,
I
"Just
know. I see
going."
those guys down there. Yeah,
It's like,
yeah, I know. I haven't
Okay,
played the
Bill
Harris.
said she plays the slots when she goes to the casino. Since
Yeah,
send her some free slot play.
yep. Yeah, if you go enough, they give you some comps, But so where I go to Bellagio, Atlantic City, if you spend enough, they give you like some when we go to Bellagio, we're not
Really,
paying.
Samantha? Even Samantha said she plays the slots before she moved to Florida.
Yeah, slots are
Oh,
fun.
That's I don't mind playing the slots, believe it or not, because you don't win big. I mean, you can win some. I think, believe it or not, you get lucky with them once in a while because I think I actually hit about $300 on one slot one time, and I was just playing, and I was getting down. I was only going to play $20, and I knew I was going to lose it because I set a limit for me. I know me. I'll keep trying to play, and if you don't set a limit with the slots, it'll eat it up real quick.
Oh yeah, you just get up and look and take your time, and
And we went to, because before, actually Michigan had very little casinos in Michigan before they changed the law. It used to be only on an Indian reservation up there in Michigan, but now you've got one. I can't remember where the one is on the west side of Michigan, but there's like 3 in Detroit. You got the Windsor. You got the one in Windsor.
yeah,
Right across
right.
from Detroit River.
we have a bunch in Ontario, north of you guys, like just north of.
yeah,
Michigan.
casinos everywhere now, everywhere.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
I haven't played a lot of casino, but my best record was at Vegas. I did the
Right.
slots once, and I won once, and I'm ending it right there while I'm on a high of the streak of that one.
Hmm.
But we didn't spend our money basically. So we stayed I've been in Vegas more than once, and we stayed.
oh
at
my
the Mission
goodness.
Hotel when it was
Wow.
new. It was
Jen.
new that year. And when we stayed,
Yeah.
they overbooked us. So they booked we had just a standard double bed room with my aunt because we're celebrating our birthdays. They overbooked us. So while she's like getting out her credit card to fill out the form to get the hotel room, the lady's standing there was just like showing me this little black leather book. It goes, "This is your room." She's flipping through pages. I go, "Wait, what?" And I'm looking at it. I go, she's like, "I have no time to look at this." I'm like, so when we got up to the room, I said, "Get out your camera." I'm like, why? And then the door said presidential suite. And they gave us a presidential suite for the week, even though we were never there because we were always out touring. So we had like a whole living room. We had our own workout room, that thing. So with that, they gave us some coins, just like free coins to use at the casino for getting a room.
Well,
So
it's amazing how they sprouted up over the last several years, because several years ago, you used to only find them in Atlantic City. You would find them on Indian reservations.
This was like 10, 15 years ago.
But then all of a sudden, like I said, when Michigan changed its law, like I said, they only have one or two, and those were both on Indian reservations. And now, after they had changed the law, 3 sprouted up all within 15 minutes of each other.
It's because it's
We
their
have
money, not just for the
MGM
casino, but
and
for your state
one of
or
them.
province.
Ooh,
They make a lot of money, and it goes back to some of that
Yeah.
gambling and stuff. So when we had our coins, we said, well, we don't play. Well, I'm probably better at it because I played poker with friends and stuff.
Yeah.
We said, we're not here to play. I said, let's use the most obnoxious machine we can find, which is a slot machine that was like taller than me. It was an oversized slot machine that just blinked and flashed. And it was just like, it was like 10 times the size of what a normal one should be. It goes, let's use that. So we put all the coins in and we just like rolled it once, and then we won some cash back. So we checked out immediately and said, we're done. We won. We've beaten Las Vegas. We don't need to do it again. So I've never lost to Las Vegas. I've had a winning streak of 1. I got to keep it that way.
I would not be going. I mean, there was a time that I wanted to go to Las Vegas, but I just don't have no desire anymore to go to Las Vegas.
Vegas was good to go. I wanted to go see the Grand Canyon.
My thing is, if I'm gonna gamble anymore, where I know I can control it, put me on a cruise where I'm out at sea in my domain where I can smell the fresh ocean air and water, and that's the best you can get. And then you got your little casinos, and then you got all your shows. But we won't get into the shows. We won't get into certain shows on the cruises.
We were there because we went to go see the Grand Canyon the first time. Second time we were there because we wanted to see theater shows and just enjoy food.
When did you perform, Neil, in Las Vegas? Yeah, I mean, lottery does fund some of the schools, but most of the schools that get that kind of funding come from like the state lottery ticket office, and I'm not sure they see that much from that stuff. The way way things run with those systems. Oh, well, nice, Neil.
Well, Neil said he performed in Atlantic City also.
He performed where? Lake City.
Atlantic City.
Oh, Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, Atlantic City used to have like 13 casinos. I think it's down to like 7 now, 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't.
Oh, the Aria. Okay, we'll be right by there.
Okay.
We're staying at the Bellagio, which is like 2 casinos away. I think you got the Cosmopolitan and the Aria.
So like we said, anybody that wants to make a bet, come see the bookie. Debbie's going to cover all the bets. We're all good.
Yeah.
I'll take all the names and the numbers, and then I'll send it with John. Covered by our good friend Mama D.
Okay, as long as I get some winnings out of it. So.
What's the service fee for using her? There's got to be a service fee. She's going to make some money off us.
Oh, of course she's got to make money off it. Anybody that covers it and takes it, we get a certain specific. We're covered. Win or lose.
You got to pay the VIG.
Yeah.
What's it saying? House always wins.
90% of the time, house usually does win.
Yeah. Well, it's like dealing with a stockbroker. Even when you win, you got to pay.
Yep.
You got to pay the big, no matter, you know. So.
You know, we got to keep everybody on their toes, Jill.
That'd be the book.
There you go. Well, I'm not quite ready for super chats on bets yet, at least on this channel, and I'm not sure I'll be using super chats to make bets. That might be something illegal about that.
So 25, 30 years ago, we used to go all the time to Vegas every year, my wife and I.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the kids came, we stopped going. Now we started going again. And the things that we've noticed from, 20 years ago is like you don't get the cheap buffets anymore. The panhandlers are worse than ever. So we try to stay off the strip. We try to take
Yeah, but you know what? You get to go to one of the good restaurants. That Fat Burger place that they call it, or
Fat Burger.
Whatever that place is that everybody keeps talking about, where they dress them up as patients and.
Yeah. So what we do here in Atlantic City, we try to build our comps up. We're part of MGM.
Joe says there's only 15 buffets left in the Vegas.
So pretty much most of the meals that we eat.
Have a great night, AB.
Pretty much the meals will be pretty free except for tips. But we go to we like Paris, and we like a couple of places in Paris, which we don't get comp there. So we have
nice.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you, Jill. The Heart Attack and Cafe Grill.
Yeah.
There you can get a bit.
Only 15 buffets. Yeah. They used to have a buffet in the Rio. It was like an international buffet. I think it was like not even $10. And oh man, that was incredible. Now, of course, the Rio is not like it used to be. They had problems with bed bugs or something like that, or it went downhill. They used to have the World Series of Poker there.
You okay, Dave?
Right, my right wrist and all that up to my just about halfway up my arm is killing me right now.
What'd you do?
I don't know what I did. I don't know. It's been hurting for the last few weeks, and I don't know if I twisted it at work. I doubt it, because carpal tunnel would have bugged me some other way. But either I've twisted, either I've maybe injured a muscle or twisted. I'm not quite sure. It's been like that for the last 3 weeks, and when I leave it alone, it doesn't hurt. But when I start moving it, then it starts.
Well, easy does it, Dave. Get it checked, please.
Yeah, dude.
I may have to. I didn't want to, but.
Good night, John.
Yeah, I may have to, AB.
Is John?
That may be too, Jill, but a few weeks ago it wasn't hurting, but then after one day, it's been like that for a few weeks, and I don't know if I did it.
Do you take anything over the counter for that?
Can you take Advil?
That's what I take, Advil, when I have pains.
Yeah,
I just try not to use. I try to use it as least amount as possible and let it just. Okay, I get the point, people. I get the point. I'll have to see the doctor to go see it. Actually, I need to.
So it's better sooner than later, because it can get worse. That's the only thing to worry about.
It's not like it hurts all the time, because like when it sets, it's not so bad. It's when I start twisting to the right or do certain things, or like.
So maybe it's something you've done over time that just like.
It could be.
Your hand awkward or something.
I do. My job is very, very repetitive, so it could be that maybe it is carpal tunnel.
Could be age.
I don't know.
Could be your age.
Yep. Even though I'm only 30,
once you hit 50, things start going, man.
Well, it's a good thing I'm only 30 then. I'd have a lot more going.
Like, look at me. I've got a shoulder injury up here, right? It's
How is that going, Jonathan?
It's going. I'm now seeing. When I saw him the first
time
for my rotator cuff tendonitis
I
issue.
just can't figure
Which,
out
by
why
the way-
it hurts at some point and other times it don't.
Which, by the way, was what I was getting to you, Dave, that my injury wasn't because, well, it brought on because of something that happened, but like, I have a feeling it's because I always wear shoulder bags off on one side since I was like very young, and it's always been over heavy on one side. So it's always been on this side going this way. So it's now done something to this. So when I went in and saw him about this, and I said, "Yeah, I can only move it so far. You have to do exercise on it." He said,
That's kind of what I'm figuring because
he said,
and
stand and look in the mirror without your shirt on. That's at the end of the hall, but we're at the opposite end of the hall. He goes, just stand there for a second. I can see immediately that your shoulder is not lining up straight, and you got something with your back, and it's just like it's from over time and stuff. So now I'm seeing him to get exercises for my neck, and then we'll go back to the shoulder. So we're just adjusting everything because by the time you turn 70, it's gonna be a lot worse on you. So that's why I said you should have it checked out.
yeah,
Like you may have not like
That will do it.
broken it or done something to it on a job.
that's
but
about
over
it,
time,
John. Back then we had to carry
Yeah.
10 million books to classes,
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
that's what I'm thinking, Jonathan. Is that
Yeah.
when I push a lot of push brooms, and I lift a lot of weights doing the
Yeah,
gas
I have a little bit.
powered mowers and everything else, and
And you don't exercise in between, like you don't go to the gym to exercise. Like people who use the computer, like I used to work at a bank for a bit, they always tell you do hand exercises all the time so you don't get carpal tunnel.
Right.
oh,
Yeah,
oh,
and
is
I
that
have
what
a
he's
little
going
bit
to
of
therapy for? Okay.
Yeah, I have a little bit of
Oh.
scoliosis because when I used to wear book bags when I was a kid, and I was like hunchback because I had
Yeah,
all
Jill.
those books.
I finally got shot working.
Yeah, and it is, and that's what I'm thinking it is, because like I said, there's times like right now it's not so bad doing this, but other times all of a sudden it's like, and sometimes it varies because at some point it gets throbbing, and other times it's very little. So, John, I'm going to tell you that almost happened several times. I actually did that yesterday. Some idiot cut me off when I'm going through all that mess going down to Orlando. I almost kept up. Let's see, what did they say in Tom Cruise? We were keeping up foreign language. We were keeping up foreign policy, foreign communication.
Yeah, foreign relations. Tom
We were-
Cruise,
yeah.
right? But
We
give me
was
the bird.
keeping the foreign relations up. Well, that's good, Joe. I'm glad you're almost done with yours, and I hope it's getting better for you.
Yeah.
Hey, at least one thing I can say, Paul, is at least I didn't do road rage. I've been known to push my foot down to the pedal and go on somebody's bumper because they've ticked me off. I admit it. But see, I'm an angel, and I say, then I remember I'm an angel, and I can't do that.
I want to be in front of you, then, Dave.
I don't do it all the
Dom,
time. It would have to
When
be
you two are
somebody
together,
that
just make sure you're the one
royally.
driving, not Dave.
Yeah, well, one thing I've learned as I got older is you don't go chasing everybody because you don't know who's packing and you don't know how crazy they can be. So sometimes I do more of the foreign relations thing.
My
And then I
mother's
move
told me
on.
that a lot here when we're just walking down the street and someone's rude or shouts something or does something really bad. And you want to say something back to them, it goes, don't, because you don't know. They're going to come at you.
Oh no!
Very
You see
good,
what
Jill.
John? Yeah. You see what Spaceship here said, Debbie?
What? Disney bus driver nearly forgot Debbie on the bus. And- True.
Well, no. But let's get this right, Joe. It's an angel on this shoulder and an angel on this shoulder. I won't say what kind of angel. Somebody's got to be an angel.
I'm the angel.
Ooh.
Are you
You
really
are-
serious? That's kind of why I don't. That's why I kind of learned to back off what I'm doing on the road, even if they tick me off. It's things like that because you don't know what you do not know. Yeah,
Debbie's the
I knew
angel
I
until
knew
you
you
get
meant a
her
bear
mad.
can. I knew you meant a bear can, but that right there goes to show you you don't know what people are going to do on the road. People are crazy anymore. I mean, I want to know how you're driving southward on a highway and your car ends up twisted facing northbound on a southbound highway, unless you're going nuts.
John, we wasn't supposed to catch that.
Oh, did Debbie have horns?
No, I said I'm the angel.
Oh, now, oh,
She's the angel
they
until you
look
get her
like
mad, though.
horns. Oh, so now we know who the
Then it
troublemaker
goes the
is.
other way. You get Debbie mad, then she doesn't become the angel anymore.
Showing off her angel. Well, John Spaceship Air says you're showing off your angel ears, horns.
No, it's
Yeah, it is definitely worse now for sure. Ain't no question.
that happened to my father one time. Oh my God! And my father was not a big man at all, and this big guy came running up to my father's car.
That's why I always wanted. That's why I always wanted 007's vehicle. Pull a button and you got thumbtacks to come out, or oil slicks, or smoke screen.
Thumbtacks? What is this, paper wars?
That'll take care of them, especially for the ones that want to ride your bumper.
Yeah.
I had a James Bond car here. It's somewhere else. It's not near me. I have a model one I bought the other day.
What, James Bond car?
Yeah, it was like some Hot Wheels thing they had. I bought.
Are those
Vegas.
trains? Are those trains, Jonathan? Trains?
Up here, yes, they are.
Oh.
Well, behind all these recent stuff.
Yeah, my brother collects all kinds of trains.
Uh-oh. So Cargo's got a question for you, Jonathan.
Where's Cargo? Did you just say?
Cracks.
I didn't say bum cracks. I said thumbtacks. Thumbtacks. I said paper wars. Thumbtacks. Paper. That's not me.
I know this
Sorry.
is like Pete's Beach channel earlier today. Everyone's mistaking
Oh,
what
that
people
was
are saying.
crazy. I wonder what the score is going to be when it gets tied up, because that was all over the place. When I was playing, I was like, okay, normally you pick a number from like 1 to 3, and if you don't know what you guess, but most of the time, if you know at least one of them, then
That's true, Joe.
you get a bit of an estimate. But here it's
we're not going back to that, John. We are not going back to that.
3,
Oh my
and then
gosh.
there's like
No.
there's 3 people on
No,
the screen.
we're
though, so
not
it's like
going
now
back
you're guessing between two
to
of
that
them.
one. Before I know it, I'm going to have every other people calling again.
But I mean, like, so like, I knew some of the, like, I knew one about Tina where she hit herself on the chin, but I forgot who did it. So I knew someone did it, so I knew that was the truth. But it was
Well,
just
I want to know what y'all got into this.
So I'm still
And
like,
I
know what
second
y'all
my
got
guess.
into, because it was all peace and quiet when I left at 10:30, and next thing I know, I got y'all coming in here saying this and that and everything else, and I won't go back to what they were saying I was doing, which was not true.
I'm a box.
Hashtag fake news.
I would have gotten a lot more right if I have to stop second guessing myself. Every single time I second guess myself, I get
Well,
the
so
wrong
I was second guessing because there's 3 of them up there, and it's one of the 3. But every time there's one that I knew that was a truth that we talked about in chats, like, which one of the 2 is it? It's not the third person. Who is it? So I'm still guessing 50-50 on one or the other. So that's why I knew when Pete said that, hey, you got 100 points for getting all 15 questions right. I thought, oh, maybe we'll get it because I've done it before. And then after we started playing, I go, now that I see the formula, there's no way. Because you're always going to end up with a 50-50 guess on some of them. Because it's just
Right.
like, it's like, there's one that I knew was right, but it's like, both of them, like, as I said, Tina does not like the ride Guardians of the Galaxy because
Oh,
she's got
so now-
vertigo.
Right.
Oh,
Right,
so
but-
Doug's getting
But
a
it could
new
have been her,
show?
but it could also be Molly. And I should have
Okay,
picked Molly,
apparently-
but I wanted
Okay.
Tina.
Yeah,
I could go with
yeah,
it.
we're- I want to know if this is true. You guys were still in there. This must happen after I left. Is this show true?
Wait, Dave is now. David New show happened. 2 beavers and a dog.
So now
I've been
Doug's got a new dog.
I've been asking if it was Canadian beavers or American beavers. Because funny enough, my news brought up an old article, like it was on their YouTube channel the other day about the history of beavers and it being a Canadian thing. It started off being a New York thing. So the animal for New York was beavers. And someone in Canada goes, no, but that's
Yeah,
our thing.
that's an
We're
awful
north.
for 15 questions. That's an awful lot. That's a big number to get everybody to get all 15.
I don't mind 15 because like we've gotten perfect scores before, but it's just that like some of them the answers apply to more than one person. But it's just a matter of who is it belonging to.
I think I
And-
did pretty good.
Honestly, that one where the whole chat, the one that the whole chat got stumped on, I almost went with Molly. Now I would have gotten the number wrong,
Me too.
but I
Me
would have
too.
gotten Molly. But I did what you said, Debbie. I went against my gut instinct and I went with Doug.
Every single time I do that, every single time I second guess myself, I get it
You-
wrong.
I was
Oh,
like, Molly,
they're-
Molly, it's not Molly's
I
favorite
understand,
ride.
Jill. And yeah,
I think-
it was all a joke. That's
I
what I'm
think I
going to
did pretty
say.
good. Though.
Hey,
I was
that's
like,
why I
Molly's
say
favorite ride, but like the obvious answer is Tina because she's got vertigo. I think I think they want us to learn that she has vertigo. That was the whole point of it because she's trying to learn something about the person. But it turns out they tricked us, and no, it was Molly that they were going for the answer. I almost put Molly. I'm like, I should have put it. I'm like, but everybody put
yeah,
Tina.
I almost,
in, and
I
it's like,
almost put Molly. I would have gotten
Me
the
too.
number wrong. I'll admit I would have gotten the number wrong, but because I would
here's the
have,
other
I
thing
would never
find,
thought
and
about a Segway being in Epcot, but I would have
I'll be honest here.
definitely was
and
leaning.
I
But
think John will see this too because
Doesn't
John's
get
the
it.
one keeping score. So I'll be honest. It's like I want to put Molly, but at the same point, I see it.
yeah,
with,
that was a good one, John.
I see it with Gloria too sometimes because Gloria, me and Stacey are at the top. I missed a day and I missed a 10-pointer bonus question that was off game night, so I'm behind. But I noticed that like if I'm not sure of the answer, or I think I got it right, but everybody else in chat's putting their answer. The best thing sometimes for me to do, but I don't want to fall behind if it's a big question, is to put the same answer Gloria or Stacey does. So if we all lose, we don't advance together, right? And if we win, well then I'm still up there with them. I don't want it to be a cheat that way. And if I know the answer for sure, I won't do it. But I think that's what happened with Molly's question. It was just like, but everybody's putting Tina. And like if I put Molly and my gut, which should have been right, which nobody put, was like totally wrong, they're going to jump ahead because he was saying these are big points. I'm like, so I had to at least play it safe, right? That's when you're up there that high, there's a thing, right? Now I'm glad that he's been trying to get lower people to come up because I want to have more fun with a lot of people down there to be fighting. Like the previous game we played with guessing pictures, I just kept going to the bookstore and looking at autobiographies that week and stuff like that. And the one question I got right one night was there was a TMZ ad that came on when he left his ads for his channel on, and it showed a baby picture of the picture he showed like 2 minutes later, and it said in the ad, it said, "Do you know what she looks like now?" And it said the person's name. So it was kind of I knew it already because I saw it in a book of the store, but also at the same point, it's just like, yeah, but it said they already gave it. So when I put the answer in, because Pete said that I'll give enough points for anybody who's just behind Jonathan to catch him because I was so far ahead. But anybody who was just behind me wasn't there that night. So it goes, what the hell? You can have the prize because I was so far ahead, no one could catch me. But just because I kept getting all these answers, like unintentionally, I was going to the bookstore just doing homework on it. And at the same point, it's like TMZ gave me an ad 2 minutes before the question came up. I'm like, and I had to click off on it. So it's like, I felt bad. It's like, I was getting the answer straight out. Right. So I'm glad this round it's harder. It's more interesting when we have more people. So I like to see the people at the bottom come up. So
Yeah, and I liked it. I liked the game. I mean, because you never,
Yeah, I
you
have-
know, the thing about it is you get to learn about people through that game. You get to
I have
learn.
yeah, I have to
See,
call Pete to.
John needs to. We
wanna-
need to get
I wanna
John on
do it.
there and let him do two truths and a lie.
I want to do it, and I have to I have to write mine out, and I don't know when I'll be able to do it. Whenever he has time for me, but I want to do it too myself.
That's the
Not
first
that
time
I
I
have
played
very-
tonight.
Not that I have very interesting things to say, but that I did.
Yeah.
But at least I still want to add myself in there.
It's usually on too
So-
late for me, so I don't do it.
I like to
Yeah,
go
I'm
on and
really-
have people answer questions.
Sometimes
too,
I try
but-
to do it. Sometimes I try to do it, but I have to get up and go to work at 4 in the morning. So I'm
Especially in the fall, I get up at 3, 4 in the morning to go out fishing with the guys, So
yeah.
Oh, I
you
know
know,
what
I'm
that's
working
like.
part time doing the guide service, so it's kind of early, Sometimes 2 in the
Yeah.
morning,
So we just have to hang out on Friday nights and let Debbie cause all this havoc.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's having to try to keep Mike and Richard in line. See,
And you.
look at it this way, Debbie. You don't have Mike and Richard here, so you don't have nothing to worry about causing havoc.
Okay, let's see if I get lucky. I opened up a.
What? Is there something you're trying to say, Debbie?
Let's see.
Was that Pokemon?
This is Lorcana cards.
Wow.
I haven't played it,
No,
but
not-
I've been collecting it for some time. Just I've been behind on it quite a bit. I've had these sitting here for a while. That's my first of this Shimmering Skies pack, but that's getting ahead of myself because I only have
Not
2 sets.
always, Bill. Not always.
I think we're on the 5. So there's cards here. Let's find out if I get anything good. I don't know.
Oh, had a rough time. Everybody, when Carney was on, they got, no, I don't know. I think that was one of the shows I ended up having to miss was the one when Carney was on.
Carney was a good one. I watched. Carney was great. I was there for that one. I think when JC was on, not me, but our
Jeff
last one
Condon?
we did, right?
Jeff Condon?
Jeff Condon. I
Jeff
missed
Condon.
that one, and I knew that he would be good, and I missed it. I was called away to do something, and I was watching the replay, kicking myself like, why wasn't I there live? It's like that was a really good one. Like I watched it 1 hour right after it ended. These are all standard cards.
Is those that little kind of cards?
Yeah, and just trying to see if I get anything good.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what this little kind or whatever cards is.
So I forget what the rating on cards are. This is I forget what the symbol is named now, which is not good for me. I believe. Yeah, that looks like it's a triangle. So is it a rare? I'll put this one aside. Oh, I got a silver. I forget what they mean, but
I think Debbie turned her back on us.
oh yeah, and the final card is in gloss, but it's a regular common card. So there's only 2
Like the
cards,
Magic?
so it's not that much. Yeah, so I haven't played this game.
No, I've never.
but-
Oh, you know what? I'll have to ask you about that then, John, because I've never heard of that either.
I haven't played this game. but
Okay,
I've
now
been-
Pokemon I've heard of.
I used to play Pokemon. And I
Oh,
stopped.
I'm not.
So I'm into cards, but I haven't really put a lot of money into this. I'd say I have because I put about $200 into this, but that's not much considered to other people in
Okay,
our
so-
community.
Samantha
They're
said
opening
she's
packs
into
for the game.
Lorcana. Pokemon,
Yeah, a lot of
Magic,
people are
Lorcana
into
are kind of the same game, general. Okay, kind of like trading
So-
trading card type game things.
It's,
I mean, I know
card gaming.
Pokemon. It had something to do where you play. It's something to do with the power of the characters and something like
So
that.
when I used to do Pokemon, I used to go to my local card game place and I signed up to the actual proper Pokemon League, so you can play. You're supposed to when you do that. You don't have to. You're not. So you're entered and you'll get a number as to where you rank if you play enough. But you don't have. Doesn't mean you have to be in the tournament, like the whole world tournament thing. You just entered in there. But there's 10 billion people out there. So to play, you just do that because it's easier for them to track you. So I did that for a bit, just for fun. But when I did it, the deck I used at the time, which was a water Pokemon Gyarados, it cost me $100 to build that deck. And that was before you wanted, like, your entire deck goes, oh, one of your cards is like a glossy or a special edition card, but your other 3 at the same card is not. Well, you want to upgrade those ones to match the same, well, it's going to cost you even more now, right? So that was on top of the $100. So that was when I used to play. So I don't anymore. I have a deck hiding around here, but like, I don't play anymore. So I got into this because everybody was getting to it. I blamed Steve partially because he looked at it. And then I had people in Toronto here, like even Sam from the Hockey Channel, who was in Toronto. He was like, hey, John, you're the guy who works at Anime Shop. Where do we find these Disney cards? I go, no one's selling them, right? Because there were 2 different card companies that made different card things that came out. I said, no one's selling them. I said, I asked around, nobody wants it because they don't know if Disney will sell here,
Oh,
right?
question for you.
Yeah. Oh, so I want to play. I just don't have time to learn it yet. So I've just like I've been collecting here and there, but I'm so far behind. Like I'm only on the first 2. This is like set 5 in, so I need to go back and start collecting the other ones. But I ran out of money. It's
Well, see,
I have too many hobbies.
I'll have to reach out and get you on here, Neil.
But so yeah,
Good night,
so
Good night,
Have a-
Neil.
Hey, Neil.
so Sam asked me, he's like, where do I buy these? I go, you can't, because all my friends at the vintage game store, which sells cards, sports cards, gaming cards especially, he won't do it because it's Disney, right? And then 1 week later, I heard from a friend of mine who works at a store near where I work, and he's just like, oh yeah, we had them here. They came in less than a week because they were the hottest thing on the ticket, as you would probably guess. And I go, I thought nobody was getting them. I goes, well, people did. Like people caught on that there's Ravensburger at the board game company, so it will sell whatever.
I'll reach out to you, Neil.
So everybody got into it. So I missed the boat, and I had to wait for the second shipment of it to come in. But when the first shipment came in, my friend was selling his packs, like individual packs, just like this, that come from a booster box. The first one, he was selling them 15 Canadian dollars a pack. I go, right? That's not cheap. But at the same point, he goes, people come in here and buy and go, you're cheaper than anywhere else. How come you're not higher? Because like you're low for that. That's how high they were going when they first came out, right? So I always said if I get a really expensive card, I'd sell it immediately because one day you'll get it back. And right now the market was oversaturated because cards were going like $3,000 a pop, which is unheard of for any card game that starts off. It was because we had Disney fans who aren't card players, but Disney fans who collect will always raise the price of Disney items.
Right. Well, and here's the thing about it. That thing, and John Spaceship Ears made a point. My thing about that is I think there's some truth to that. I'll let Daddy play Lorcana. I don't know nothing about Lorcana, John.
Like my friend
I would be so behind on it.
My friend who worked at the shop who was selling them.
But I do know it's becoming popular. I mean, I've heard people talk about it. Even at work, I've had some people talk about it. I'm like,
his store does mostly miniatures and model kits, but he's reputable for being a card guy because at the time he was collecting lacrosse cards, which are like the sports game lacrosse, but he was collecting the entire set, which is like unheard of. Like most people don't look why, right? And he goes, yeah, they're hard to come by, but he goes, I've collected the entire set of each year. It's just his passion, his thing. So when we were talking about cards, he goes,
have a good night, Amy.
Lorcana, but if I did, I'd do what you do, which is the second you find a high and expensive card, you dump it and you make your money because all the stores downtown Toronto are all asking like a couple $100 for each of those expensive cards that they can resell it higher. I'm like, you make your money back just there. And like if I found one, which I didn't, that would make my money back on these $200 cards I bought, worth the cards I bought, right? So I haven't put a lot of money into it because I've been doing other things. I have this is soccer cards. I found soccer cards on sale. The other thing that Dad goes like this, but I don't know if he bought one, but he's into baseball. I don't collect baseball anymore, but once in a while I just like to see what I get if I get lucky. and this is the Christmas tin. So it comes with just.
I wish I remember where all my baseball cards went to. I had a whole heap of them that I think right now, I think I would have had. I know I had some rare ones in that collection,
How
and
old
now
are
they
they though?
probably be, I think they would be more rare now.
How old are they? Were they from the 80s and
Uh,
90s, or
They were quite some time now.
because cards in the 80s and 90s,
I
90%
can't
of them aren't
remember.
worth anything because
Well,
they
no,
just waste money.
no.
Like
They
hockey cards.
were way before then. It was more like
Okay,
late
Yeah.
50s, 60s. I mean, they weren't like high
there you
value
go. That's
cards.
worth money.
They weren't high valued, but they were to get a few.
But unless you were like my stepdad, who was just like, "Oh, I had hockey cards when I was growing up. I had Bobby Orr. I had the greats. But you know what I did with them? I stuck them on a bike in the spoke tires, and we went around in them, and it made noise, and we were cool." I'm like, I should have kept those cards. You know, but that's what people of that era did, right? So it's just
Well,
like,
that's what they did. They didn't realize. I mean, people didn't realize, even with baseball cards, they didn't realize until late 80s, 90s that just how much people are collecting them. And now,
well,
I
the
don't
80s
think
and
it's
90s,
as big. I don't think the collection people are collecting them as big as they did, but they did between
which is why they're
80s
worth more.
and
Because
early
in the 80s
2000s.
but that's why they're worth more, because in the 80s and 90s, just everybody and every kid was buying them, hockey cards,
Oh yeah,
whatever.
I
But they
actually
printed
think I had
they
a
printed
couple
too
on
many.
from the 80s that were pretty decent, but
But they printed too many. So I have aggressive cards, I
there
have
you go.
whatever, but it's worth nothing because
Oh,
this is
there you
common.
go.
That is amusing, Joe.
Here's what you want to get into on this.
Oh, Joe, you have a stamp and coin collection? So
That
so my grandmother or my grandfather, around the time before he passed away,
you
used
really
that-
don't, John. I agree with that. You never know what's going to be popular in the future.
he had a coin and stamp collection, I believe, and he gave one of my cousins the stamp and one of them coin. I think I got the stamp collection. It wasn't like expensive stamp collection. It's just they've collected over the years from traveling the world. They come from Europe and all that. But I have a coin book with coins in there that I've collected over time. I don't know how rare they are. A lot of them probably aren't. They're just like harder to come by. In fact, on my kitchen counter over there, I've got coins that loose coins that I get in when I'm out and about. If there's coins that are rare, I just keep them on the counter and then I'll transfer them to my book at my mother's. But what I have in there is I have a $2 bill that's Canadian, which doesn't exist anymore. We don't have $2 bills anymore. And it's like a mint bill. I may have one or two of those. So that's probably the extent of it. Other than that, I think it's a World's Fair coin, but it's like my mother went to the one in Montreal, the Montreal Expo. So she has a coin from there. So it's in somewhere in one of her bins somewhere. I don't know where I put it.
Yeah, well, my thing was my dad and we don't know what we think it got when our house got broke into several years after we moved down here. My dad had a few pieces that were extremely valuable, and I think they ended up stealing like a valuable Indian head coin.
That's what people do, though. My old house was robbed once, and they immediately went up to my mother's dresser looking for rings and whatnot. Even though the ring that was stolen was from my dad and my mother before, when they were married at the time because they were divorced. So she kept it as a trinket store, like it's her thing, even though they're not together anymore. So she was upset that it was missing. But what do you do, right? It's what people steal. They know where to look.
Well, Jill, you need to do that, but make sure you wait till after you do the Disney Treasure, because we need to discover what's on the Disney Treasure in April.
Are you going on the Disney Treasure in April?
No. Jill just came back from the Disney Treasure.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jill came back from it.
I will say that the art on that stuff is extremely beautiful.
Yeah, there's.
I just have no reason for collecting them. I just don't have no reason for collecting them. I mean, that's
a silver as well, Mother Gothel, and it's a common for the final. Which is
Hey guys, I'm gonna head to bed.
okay,
Yeah,
John. Have a good night, buddy. Yeah, we're
I'm gonna be going.
we're
There we go.
$100. Ooh, that's $100 piece chip. Good luck,
Yeah,
buddy.
It's fake. It's a fake chip.
Well, take it with me. Maybe it'll be a good luck piece for you.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yeah, good luck, John.
Yeah.
These
Yeah,
are real.
so
They're bicycles, but they're
There you
tournament tournament quality rated for a
you're
certain
going
rate.
on it again next fall? Yeah. You haven't been on it the first time, and you're already going back on again. And now you're making me jealous.
I have a ton of these because I got this at an
Good up,
antique.
Black, yeah.
an antique
John,
market
Jill,
where-
have a good night.
Oh,
Good night, John.
Hey, John.
All right,
John.
night.
Hey, John to John.
I'll talk to you. I'll see you in a week.
Have a safe trip.
Oh,
He's
thank
saying
you.
always black, bet on
Yeah,
black.
be safe.
Yeah, at nighttime I might pop in if I'm not doing good. I'll go back to the room, check out what's going on. But other than
Anyway.
Safe
yeah.
travel and have a wonderful time.
all right, thank you.
Yep. Be
Good night,
safe
guys.
and have a
Thanks
great
for having me
time
on,
on.
Dave, thanks for having me on.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming on.
All right.
I
bye.
just didn't expect it to get crazy like that. I love it. That's how these streams get going.
That's crazy. Hey, Debbie, that's not crazy, right?
All right.
This is below mild. Come on, Dave.
Well, now, if Debbie was in here to keep everybody straight, because I know I'm an angel. I mean, if Debbie was in here keeping everybody straight, yeah.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Have a good night, John.
Night.
Yeah, I'm not going to be that much further behind.
No, I'm actually going to wrap up pretty soon. I've got to get this.
You know what?
Sleep in the morning.
Ice it up, Dave. Put some ice on it. That may
I,
help.
I may do that because it's giving me a little bit right now.
Yeah, ice it up a little bit.
I don't know about my nose, but my arm's starting to grow a little bit.
My arm is starting to grow.
Yeah, sideways.
Well, I don't know a character whose arm grows when they lie, so that's a new thing.
Because when I push on it, I think I have had to either bruise a muscle bad or pull it, because when I push on it,
Yeah, just over time, you probably just aggravated whatever was sore, and then it just getting worse. That's all. It happens.
Jill. Jill. Oh my goodness. Oh my
I am
goodness,
not
Jill.
like Pinocchio.
That's great, Joe.
That's why I love Joe.
All right, let's close it. I will sort this later. I don't have time to do this now. It's late.
Anyways, guys.
Yeah, I'm getting a little tired.
Yeah, I was up till 4 in the morning. In fact, I got home at 4. I really didn't go to sleep till about 7:30, and then I had to get up at 9 o'clock. And I haven't been to sleep then, so I've pretty much almost been up 24
You
hours.
need sleep.
That's true. Huh?
Food and sleep is why I keep telling
Yeah,
you.
I should, but I know me. But have a good night, John. Hey,
Yeah.
and I'll confirm that we are confirmed for the 31st, John.
There you go. Okie dokies. Sweet dreams, Don.
I know it's more of a nap than a sleep. Well, I'm starting to get I probably should go to sleep. I don't know if I will, but should.
You need sleep, but not nap. You need a proper 7 hours.
Oh, hey, Debbie, you got a message.
What? John! You just wait, mister. You just wait.
At least I only say that the trash cans are taller than her.
Well, that's true. It's not a lie.
That is true. Those trash cans at the boardwalk were almost taller than you.
They are.
John's been good with the comments today. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
The end of the last stream, John said something.
I won't.
I'm not going to say here.
Listen, I can guarantee you. Never mind. I'm not going to go there. I could say that, let's just say you don't want to know what my dreams are like, but we won't go there.
Oh, we don't need to know.
No. And on that note,
Believe me, if Pete knew what was in my mind half the time, that he could come up with he would get some answers from some of the, when he did those hot seat shows. And when I did the Triple C show, if I really wanted to lay some answers, I really could have stirred up some trouble and not in a bad way, but I could have really have made people's jaws drop. And trust me, next time I'm in one of those type of shows, I might just,
You mean
I
Doug
just
show?
might, I just might drop a few
You mean
jaws.
Doug's show? Doug's is coming up on Wednesday.
You know what? It might
You gonna
just
drop your
happen on
pants on that
Wednesday. It just might happen on Wednesday, and then everybody's gonna go,
oh no, Gonzo!
Adventures of Gonzo, guys. There's always our good friend the Gonzo. How are you doing, Gonzo? In fact, he popped in last night. How you?
How you doing, Gonzo?
Long time no see, buddy.
I miss
Miss
you.
you being. I actually miss Gonzo being on streams. He used to hang out with Steve and
The round table. I miss that.
Yeah, I miss moderating the round table. That was a
Yes.
Monday night.
But I miss Gonzo.
yeah, we
I
do.
know
We
nothing-
all miss Gonzo. It's good to see him pop in from time to time. Like I said, I was watching the stream last night, and he popped in for a couple of minutes last night.
Well,
Well,
I just did a lot of work.
It's been a lot of fun, Gonzo. My channel holds still true to what goes on here. You never know what's going to happen with things around here.
It's true. It's a can of worms.
When one person opens a can of worms, they don't open just one. They open a whole 12-pack.
Just a 12-pack, not a 24 case.
It could be, Jill. It could be. Doug may just have to put another disclaimer up.
Oh my gosh. That is very true, Jill.
Hey, I'm not denying it. Doug may just have to put a disclaimer up on Wednesday.
Dave can have two shows of Dave's Disney Dreams. Dave's Disney Dreams that are friendly, and then there's Dave's Disney Dreams that are not so friendly.
Well, not so
How do
friendly
we-
depends on, the not so friendly depends on who's going into those. Because, they can be friendly in a certain way.
But how do you know his other dreams aren't friendly?
I'm just
Maybe
saying.
something the other dreams are.
Let's say,
I'm just saying.
let's just say it's not Disney friendly.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah, not PG.
Exactly,
Not
Jill.
PG rated.
Yeah. I don't think we'll push it. Hey, trust me. The shenanigans I was at Disney last night. The shenanigans will be back next week. Trust me. And don't worry, Debbie wants to be on so she can see for herself.
Oh God.
See, I at least put on pants to come onto the stream. That's why I said I'll be 6 minutes late. Because I knew if I came pantsless and you were talking about your dreams and whatnot, it's going to feel very awkward. So I just nope.
Jonathan.
Hey, I'm telling you, I did not bring that statement up. Somebody else did when all that started coming down earlier. That wasn't me. Yeah,
Well,
shenanigans have been here all. Yeah, the shenanigans have been here all night, Jill. That there ain't no question about that. What's the matter, so Cargo? Welcome to the Friday and Saturday night shows. Listen, some of you guys have been coming into my shows for a long time. You should know that that's what goes on in this show. So
Well,
I think it might. I think it gets a little bit more far to the right now than it did in the older days.
Well, I think I'm shenanigans out.
I am too. I'm actually gonna probably do what you said, Debbie, and get some ice and put it on ice and
You should.
go watch
Yeah.
a movie. Probably go stay up and watch a movie.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm
Either
gonna do.
ice or a heat pack to relax the muscle.
Yeah.
Whichever way you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, most likely that's probably what I will do. But hey guys, thank you all for being here. I'm glad. And Gonzo, it was good to see you in here, buddy. So Cargo, it's always good to see you. I love it when you see it. I'm actually glad to see you coming back into chats more often now. Because I know for a while we would see you once in a while.
Well, when work gets busy, things get busy. Not everybody can make it.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to figure out what I really need to do because it's not swelling, it's just aching. So I don't know if I should put ice on it or heat.
Oh, so cargo.
But yeah, have a doctor just go over it generally and just make sure that it's not something that will get worse, and then you can just gauge for yourself.
Oh, Jill's saying heat pad.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do heating pad and ice and heating pad and ice. You have to switch up.
I'll have to go get a heating pad. I don't have any here.
Yeah.
Or just like a hot.
Well, I hope you feel better. Well, I hope you're doing better now. So Cargo. Yeah, I'm gonna probably stop and get a heating pad tomorrow and try it on.
Use a hot towel under hot water, or like you boil water, you put it in there, and then you rinse the water out, and then just use that around you. It won't last forever because it's just a towel, but that will do. In fact, when I go for my shoulder thing, because I said I can use a magic bean bag that you put in the microwave, and I have one, but he says be careful because it's just dry. It'll dry your skin out fast if it's too hot or something. So it's better to use a wet towel because when I'm at the physio, they have special stuff.
Have a good day at work. Yeah, and that some of that does work. It does. So I've got to figure out which one I need to actually do.
But for now, you can
it's not swelling. It just aches once in a while. But I'm hoping the heat will take the. If it is inflammation, I'm hoping the heat will subside it. Exactly.
We'll have it looked at, and if it's nothing big, then you can make a decision like maybe I don't need to go pay for physio, and I can just see if I can manage it myself and look online just for general exercises.
Got to do something, but unfortunately, I have to work on Monday still. So
because my physio is covered underneath my health plan right now, but like when I went, it's like some of the stuff I went in for was like, why am I here? You give me 3 exercises to learn. And the rest of the time, it's just me having a heat pad on me, and them just saying, "Your time's up" or something. It's like, well, like if I were to pay for it normally, which is $90, it's like, why?
Good night, Cargo.
Good night. Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna say this. First of all, thank you guys for coming on. It's been fun. I'm glad John came on. When I get a conference call like that and you get Doug and John or Pete and John calling, it was a great show. I love it. And well, that's just it, Jill. It's not swollen. It's just aches so often. So I'm thinking I may just try the heat pad tomorrow.
So obviously I know I have an injury because when I move at a certain point it hurts, but you don't see any swelling or anything. Right, so for you, yours isn't as bad. Whatever your issue is with your wrist, but it could be.
Well, it's right in here. I mean, it's just like if I push,
you may not necessarily see the swelling.
You push on it, you can actually feel the tension in it so often.
Yeah, it could be tendonitis or carpal tunnel. Yeah, could be one of those.
Yeah, because you don't always see the swelling, so you should, like I said, get it looked at. But once he says like, oh, you just need, like, so when I went to the physio, if it wasn't covered, like if I was paying per time. As soon as I got all my exercises that he taught me, and it goes, just keep at it and come in every day and we'll see where you're going. I would have just canceled the rest of the appointments and go, you gave me the exercises, I can do them at home.
Yeah.
And then I'll pay for an appointment maybe 6 months later when there's a change to see, right? But because it's covered, I'm just going in. But like for you guys, you may not be covered, then like, you know,
I'll
just
see you, so Cargo. Have a good night. Have a good day at work tomorrow.
once your doctor tells you what the issue is, then because like if it's a very generic one, then someone who's had it before can maybe suggest some exercises to you so you don't have to pay
Yeah.
expensive physio.
Yeah, I'll have to figure it out. Like I said, I'll start with the heating pad tomorrow and see what it does. Because I can't do nothing with it tomorrow because it's the weekend.
Well, like I said, just a wet towel that's hot, a hot wet towel. Just rinse it after you put it through boiling
And that's
water.
probably what it is, because there's really I don't see no difference in it. It's just sore in here from time to time. Like I said, like right now it's okay, but when I move it a little bit, it does aching. So I'm thinking it's tendonitis or, I bruised it. I could have even bumped it and bruised the muscles somehow too.
Right.
So being the weekend, I may just try the heating pad tomorrow and see what it does and then take it from there on Monday.
Okay.
But with that, guys, thank you all from last night. Like I said, stand by. Well, I got a scarf, but I don't know if I can put it in I actually have no microwave because the house I'm staying at doesn't have everything that I usually should have at the house. That's the difference. That's the only down advantage I don't have right now.
I don't have a microwave
because
either.
The hotel room you had before had a microwave. It was backwards ever since you.
Yeah,
So
I
now
don't have a
you need
microwave
it.
either. My
Yeah, well,
microwave broke a couple of years ago, and I never got a new one. So
Well, it's
Well,
house
good night,
without a
Jason.
microwave.
All right, guys. Yep.
good night. Yes.
Anyways, we'll see you all probably Monday night. I'll be doing Disney. I'll be back to my streams on Monday night.
All right.
Oh, you think it's best to wait to get a heating pad, Jill?
Well, heating pad works, but like the option, like I've always been told, is just get a wet towel. That's like you soak it in hot water.
At least for tonight. At least just for tonight, just to
Because when you do that, the towel is moist, so it doesn't dry your skin out. So
yeah, at least for tonight, just to see how it feels for tonight, and then tomorrow you could go to, Walgreens or CVS and get a heating pad for them.
Yeah. So, well, I'll try that stuff, and then, like I said, I'll see how it does by Monday, and then I'll take it from.
Right.
Okay. See, yeah,
Right.
she's saying the same thing. Try the wet towel tonight and
Yeah, like I said,
see
just
how
for
that
tonight,
does,
just
and then.
to give you some relief for tonight,
So, yep, I'll
Alright.
try that, and then if not, I'll try the heating pad tomorrow, and I'll see. From there, I'll go and see Monday, depending on what it's doing after work.
Right.
Anyways, guys, thank you all for being here. And like I'm always going to say, from the world of magical Disney theme parks, may you wish upon a star and the dreams come true. Have a magical night. Bye,
Good
guys.
night, everyone. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Okay, Jill,
Night all.
I'll look into that too tomorrow if I have to go get a heating pad.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Night, guys.
Right. Good night.